All right, this video will help us in solving equations using the grapher. And this will be really important in college algebra. It can be a great help. So some of these could be really easily done by hand and some of them not as easy. So the calculator can be a really nice tool. So the steps, you want to get everything set and on the left and 0 on the right. So you want to set the equation equal to 0. And you're going to put that in y1. You will put y equals 0 in y2, and then we'll find the intersection of those. So here, if we move 6 negative, if we move, this is 5 plus 3x, that's 8x, and we subtract 6x, that'd be 2x. Now, you can just move everything and not collect like terms, but if you collect like terms, and then you add 3 over here, you end up with y equals 2x minus 1. So let's put that in. That's clear and clear. We're going to put 0 here and leave it. And so up here, we're going to have 2x minus 1. And then we're going to graph. We're going to do a zoom 6 because we don't know what our last window was. And we only see one line. The y equals 0 is the x-axis, and the x-axis is where your solutions occur. So all we have to do is second calc 5 and enter, 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 and our answer is 0.5. If we did all the algebra here, and we would get that x was equal to 0.5. So let's do number 2. And these are equations, and we would need to move the minus 12 over here. I mean, these are fractions. I didn't mean to say equation. And we're going to move the 12 this way. So we're going to put the fractions in parentheses. You could use 0.5 for 1/2, but 2/3 is not exact. So I'm going to use parentheses all the way around. So I'm going to have 1 divided by 2, close, x plus 2 divided by 3 and close x, and then a minus 12 because we moved him to the other side, and then we'll hit graph. And we really can't see very well where it hits the x-axis. So we're going to go to the window and we're going to make our x max bigger. We're going to make that 20. See what that does. So now we're looking for this point, second calc 5, enter, enter, enter. And we have 10.28, rounded would be 10.29. All right, let's try the next one. It's a radical, and we're going to subtract 3 to the other side so that it looks like this. So we'll clear this. And y equals, it's second, and the x squared key will give you the radical. Inside, we've got 5x plus 6. We're going to use our right arrow to go out of the radical and put minus 3. All right, let's go back and do a zoom 6 because I like to start there. If we have to change, we will. All right, so somewhere right here is our solution. Let's do second calc 5, enter, enter, enter. 0.6 is our answer. All right, let's try this one. It looks really confusing, but when you just move the negative 2 to the other side and put it in like that, it's not going to be bad. So let's clear, and we have the square root x, move over, minus the square root of 5x minus 2. We'll move over, and we'll have plus 2. All right, let's hit graph. All right, so this looks like it's going to hit somewhere over here. So we need to, again, try to change that window. Let's make that x max, say, 30. I don't know if we need to be that big, but. So somewhere in here it crosses over. So let's do second calc 5 and enter, enter, enter. and we got 17.49 if we're rounding. So we needed to just see that it crossed over, and we can't see real clearly, but we knew it did. All right. Let's do the absolute value one. Okay, let's go here to y equals and clear all that out. We need to subtract the 9 over here, and that could become a -4. So let's go to math, over to number for absolute value, and we'll put 2x plus 3 in there. And then we'll go out of the bars and do -4. All right, let's graph. We have 2 places. Well, remember we changed the window. I'm going to go back to a Zoom 6. I don't think we need that big window and we can see it better. All right, second, calc 5, enter, enter, enter. There's the 0.51. And then we'll do it again. Second, calc 5. Use your left arrow to move over. Enter, enter, enter. And you get -3.5. Okay? All right, now for the next one, you could put it in and you would see that the V that you're looking at is never going to hit the x-axis. But here's what I want you to know. Even if you moved this +2 over here, you'd have this absolute value equals a -6. Absolute value can never be negative. So if that's what you've got, you know there's no solution. If you put it in, you're going to see an absolute value V that's never going to hit the x-axis. It'll either be up in the air here or going down here. So it has to hit the x-axis, otherwise it's no solution. All right, parabola, that we could do, we would get 2 things. Let's try number 8. All right, number 8, we're going to put x, parentheses, excuse me, x plus 2, parentheses, x minus 1, and that's it. Okay, let's graph. So we have 1, 2, 3 spots. Now, if it's really tight in there, you can do a zoom 4, and you can just see it a little better. So second, calc 5, 1, 2, 3. We get 1 that's at x equals 0. All right, and then we do it again. Second, calc 5. We're going to move over here, hit enter 3 times, and we get 1, and then we'll do the third one. Okay, enter 3 times, and we get that one. Now, this was all in factors. We probably could have gotten those solutions. We could, just saying, well, x is going to be 0 there, it's going to be -2 there, and it's going to be 1 there, because it was already in nice little factors for us. But we did it, and we showed it. All right, now on this one, all you've got to do is, and let's go ahead and do that, but if you move the 3x squared here, if you subtract that, you end up with 2x squared. If you subtract the 5x, you have a -5x, and you have a +7. So let's go put that in. Let's graph. I changed the window. Let me do a zoom 6. All right, and as we can see, that parabola is not going to ever hit here. It has solutions. They are not real solutions. They're what we call imaginary. So you're not going to ever see them on the grapher, okay? And x squared plus 3 is going to be the same thing. It's going to be up here and do that, and you would have no solution. So if it's never going to hit the x-axis, you have no solution. All right. So I think that should get you on solving equations using the grapher.